Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to share really quickly with you 5 easy tips for flying with a toddler. Now, I flew with my son when he was about 8 months old, and then I flew with him again a few months ago right before his 2nd birthday. So I know summer's here and families will probably be going on vacations, and if it's your first time flying with a toddler, hopefully some of these tips can help. They helped me. I definitely did a search before I flew with him and pulled bits and pieces together to create a good experience for me. So if you want to know more, keep watching this video. So tip number 1 would be to book a direct flight. I know that sometimes when you make stops, it can be a little cheaper, but it's worth the money to have less time in the air with a toddler. So if you can, book a direct flight, and I'm talking about domestic flights, not international flights. I haven't flown international with him, so I don't know anything about that. But if you can, book a direct flight. In April, we took a trip to Atlanta from New York, and I booked a direct flight. Simple, easy, out the way, no stops in between, so it didn't give him much time to get restless or anything like that. Tip number 2 would be to get a window seat. Now for me, I know some people prefer an aisle seat, but my son was on my lap still. So I preferred a window seat where we were off in the corner. You know, he had a little extra room to play and he really liked looking out the window. So that worked for me. If you know that that won't work for you, then maybe choose a seat in the back of the plane on an aisle closer to the restroom if that's something that you are more concerned about. I changed his diaper right before we boarded the flight, and I didn't have to change it on the plane. I know sometimes crazy accidents happen, but this was only a 2-hour flight so it worked out okay. Tip number 3 would be to get a lot of snacks. And not just, like, for me, I like to feed my son really, healthy things for the most part. I like to give him fresh fruit, vegetables. This is the time to give them whatever they want. Anything that will keep them calm and happy. I say anything goes on the airplane. So cookies, like little animal crackers, things you don't really feed them on a regular basis that will feel like a treat to them. I would say go for those things. But bananas, things like that are always good as well. Now, something that happened to me, which is why I would say pack extra snacks so you're not spending money in the airport. For our flight, we were delayed 5 hours, so we were stuck in LaGuardia Airport, and I'm like all prepared, and I'm stuck there for an extra 5 hours, so I was running out of snacks, I was running out of activities, and I had to go and buy some extra snacks and things from the airport, which we know can be way overpriced. So pack extra snacks just in case for emergencies. Tip number 4 would be to buy new toys. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on this. You can go to the dollar store and just get a few things and wrap them up as if there's something new, and they will have the best time ever. So I went to the dollar store and I got some coloring books, some crayons, and flashcards. And there was one more thing I got. Stickers. Love stickers. So my son was sticking them on the side panel of the airplane next to the window. You just want to make sure you take those off before you get off the plane. So stickers, coloring books, any kind of activities that they don't do on a regular basis at home. Something that's new, something that's going to keep them entertained, because that's the biggest thing. Children get restless. They don't want to be sitting there for hours, so you want to keep them as entertained as possible. So things like that definitely worked for me. One good thing that happened though, because we were stuck in the airport for 5 hours, was I had him running up and down the corridor, I guess, and watching the planes take off, and that really wore him out. So he slept for half of the flight. Thank God. The last tip would be to be apologetic and be aware of your surroundings and what your child is doing. So if you've ever been on a plane or a bus or somewhere, some public space that you're sitting, children might kick the chair in front of them, push it, lean over, grab somebody's hair, and if you're busy doing what you're doing, you might not pay attention, and that could upset the person in front of you. And I know for me personally as a parent, you aren't really aware of the people that don't want to be bothered. You know, it's just your child. If it was you, because you are a parent, you probably wouldn't be as bothered. But you just want to be courteous to the people around you. You know, apologize if the child kicks the chair, tell the child to stop if they're old enough to understand what that means. Most people are really, what's the word? Most people are really okay with it, and they just understand, you know, you might not have the most comfortable flight, but what can you do? Like, they're children. So I hope some of these tips could help you on your next vacation with your family, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.